Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
.31, 45 degrees outside, 44 and 45 this morning. Stayed pretty warm overnight. I cannot tell this morning. Now, I have to admit that some mornings, well, two things. I have glasses I wear in here to look at the screens. And so if I have them on and I walk outside, I'll be the first to admit I don't see far away real well. But you'd think I'd see well enough to see whether there's stars in the sky or not.
Yeah.
And I'm having difficulty the last few days determining whether it's clear skies or partly cloudy or cloudy before the sun comes up when it's really dark out. I look up there and I say, well, I don't see any stars. And I go inside and I see that the Broken Bow Airport says it's clear.
Here's what I've learned over the years, because sometimes I struggle with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Fair?
Just say fair. Currently, it's fair and 35.
What does that mean?
Exactly. What does it mean? I don't know. It's just a perfect cover all bases word when it comes to sky conditions. That's what I've discovered.
All right. I guess I could go to that. At least you're not fibbing. It's
exactly.
You know.
Yeah, it's fair.
I just admitted the last couple of mornings, I don't know. You know, I checked the tower lights, and I can see those just fine with these glasses. Mm-hmm. I saw no stars this morning.
Now, when I left at our place, there were some stars. There were some clouds, but I could see the stars.
Oh, you could?
Yeah. But I didn't pay attention when I came here. I didn't look up in the sky.
Oh, you don't get out of the car and look up and go,
no, I didn't.
Oh, no. Thank you. I'm at work again. I just can't wait to get inside and work with Dave.
When I got out, I just focus on the door, Dave.
Try to get to the door?
I just focus on the door because my mind is just completely on work and nothing else when I drive into the parking lot.
By the way, my wife corrected me because we were having this conversation the other day. This reminds me of the conversation about being productive.
Oh, yeah.
And I say productive, and you don't. You say productive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I do. Productive. That's how I say it, yeah.
And my wife said, you're right and I'm wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Joan.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm right.
Yeah, you are on that particular.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a very special day, and I'm not making this up. This is true. This just in. This is National Love Your Red Hair Day.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So are you gonna do something special for the lady with red hair at the Custer County Treasurer's office that you have referenced numerous times here on the Breakfast Show? You do something nice?
Well, I think I'll just acknowledge that red hair is beautiful, and there are certain personality traits that go along with red hair that we've discussed before, and I don't think we'll go there today.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of redheads out there.
Yes.
And I actually think red hair is, it's totally wonderful. It's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
So, National Love Your Red Hair Day came from Prince Harry to Carrot Top redheads that have had their place in history. Even though many of them along the way were teased for it, for being carrot tops. I don't really think of redheads as carrot tops.
No.
Redhead facts.
Oh, facts.
Yes.
Okay.
The hormone that causes red hair also increases pain sensitivity. So redheads need more anesthesia than anyone else when, they're going to have surgery and that sort of thing.
Really?
That's what it says here.
Wow. Okay.
Both parents have to carry the gene to make a red-headed baby. Now, a lot of times we think, they took after their mother and got red hair.
Uh-huh.
Actually, both parents need that gene to have a redhead.
Can you carry the gene but not have red hair?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think so.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to go there. In ancient times, redheads were thought to be savage and wild, and some of them still are. And that's what I'm saying. They can get pretty
Don't look
wild.
at me.
They can
I'm not commenting.
Yeah, I mean,
These are the comments of David J. Burney.
You have redheads in your family?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't think we.
I don't.
I'm not sure. We do or and these days, how do you
I
know?
don't think so.
People
No, I don't think so.
have your daughters or your wife dyed their hair reddish?
Not red, no.
Not red, but they could.
They could.
A lot of
yeah.
girls do because I think redheads are flashy. They're that they want to be a redhead.
Yeah.
They want to be wild. They want to be crazy.
Oh.
They want to be off the charts. Oh, we talked about this before, but today is the actual release of ABBA's new and final album.
Yeah, because they broke up right after they got back together.
After 40 years, they got together, made an album, and now the Swedish band is breaking up for good.
Oh, man.
That's too darn bad. ABBA is launching a world tour in May, again, where a live band will play a bunch of ABBA songs, and they'll have holograms of the ABBA members. And I'm guessing, this is just a guess, this is not on the sheet, but I'm guessing the holograms will be maybe of their younger.
You think?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Younger reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, I know you're going to be interested in this, Brent Epperson.
Yes.
Premiere of Marvel's Eternals
Yes.
is today.
It is today. And I think it's showing at the Fox Theater, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Today. I think so.
Knock me out. Are you kidding?
I think they have the premiere. Should I double check?
Angelina Jolie is in that, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Kit
Let me
Harington.
double check. Yes, it says right here, Eternals. Fox Theater starts today. Premiere 7 o'clock tonight.
There you go, Tanya. Way to go. Fox Theater with a film that's coming out all over the country today is right here in Custer County.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go. All right. Gosh. Listened to your call yesterday of the volleyball game. Here's just a amateur's analysis of what happened with the Lady Coyotes.
Okay.
All right. And tell me if I'm way out there and you can get on your island.
Okay.
When they played their final district game, they admitted and told you in the post game that they were so nervous they were shaking.
Yes, they did say that.
And they got 11 points behind and hadn't scored yet, come back to win.
They did.
They go down to state where, the pressure you would suspect would be even greater.
Mm-hmm.
And the fans have been, giving them gifts and having special occasions for them. And while that's wonderful, that also is a bit more pressure.
Can be.
Could be. We want to deliver to the people who are supporting this type of thing. And they get down to the state tournament, and they come out loose and crazy aggressive and
Yes.
diving and making digs and playing about as loose as you could hear, at least on the radio. Is that the way it was?
I thought so. I think I made the comment during the broadcast, the stage was not too big for them. And that's the way they played yesterday. I happened to see some of them in the hallway before the match, and they said hi, and they had smiles on their faces, and just I think they had fun.
Good.
And I think sometimes, especially when we get to this point of the season, we forget that you still have to. Sports is fun.
Yeah.
Don't lose that. You get to this time of the year, and like you said, a lot is on the line. Everybody wants to win, and everybody wants to move on, but still have fun. And I the girls look like that was happening, at least when I saw them in the hallway before the match, and they played phenomenal. Humphrey St. Francis is they're like a perennial volleyball program.
Yeah.
I mean, this was their 25th time at state.
Oh, my goodness.
They've played in 8 championship games. They've won, 3 titles, I think, 5 runners-up, had a third-place finish a few years ago. And, Ann Selma-Myrna was, they're right there.
Oh, way right there. Yeah.
And it was a great match. Girls played great. Obviously, listen, there was disappointment. There had to be.
Oh, yeah.
You want to move on. You want to win. And they had a shot. Got up 2-1. As I was calling it, I think this 4th set got tied 21-all. And I just had a feeling. I'm like, oh, wow, they might get it right here.
Do it now, yeah.
But the game of volleyball, points, it's just such an interesting sport, and how 1 point can just change things. And that's kind of what happened. There was a point where Ann Selma-Myrna had a great shot to win it, and then the ball gets hung on the net and doesn't get over. And the next thing you know, instead of tied at, say, 22, now it's 23-21. And that's big.
That's huge,
in the sport of volleyball. So, but it was a great match. It was just great. It was fun to call. It was fun to be there. It was fun to watch the girls. And we just congratulate them on a fabulous season. And thanks for taking us on the journey. We had the opportunity to be there for their sub-district matches. We were there at the district final, got to cover them at state. It was just a great journey for all of us that were associated with the team. So we congratulate them, and to all of our area teams now pretty much done with volleyball. Thanks to all of them for the ride, and because it wasn't, yes, and Selma-Myrna made it to state, but we had a lot of great area teams achieve a lot of great things during the course of the year, and we got to follow all of that. So we say thanks to everybody.
Yeah, thanks for playing the game so we can enjoy it, whether you were 50-50 or 25-3. When it comes right down to it, thanks for playing the game and giving the folks something to cheer and hoot about and get excited about and follow and be proud of. No matter which team, which players, thank you very much. And also thank you to our businesses, of course.
Oh, yeah.
You guys out there who was listening, and a lot of you were listening yesterday. The numbers online were pretty amazing. A lot of people listening that way. And then, of course, on the radio. Appreciate all the listeners, of course, and the businesses who send out their messages to those listeners. And again, folks, if you kind of note mentally when you hear those people who are sponsoring things like that and other things besides sports, give them a thank you.
Yes.
These businesses, they give a lot, and we appreciate it. Of course, we have football tonight. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. We want to talk about another event that kids are in, and I know it's close to your heart, and that's theater.
Yeah.
And we have the play Johnny Appleseed going to be performed this evening at 6:30 p.m. and then again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at the Broken Bow Middle School. And this is through the Missoula Theater that goes all over the country and rounds up kids and lets them take a chance and a shot at being an actor or actress. And it's amazing what they do in a few days. They get the kids together, they give them their parts, they audition, they put them in places in the play, and then they have the play. Mm-hmm. And the kids learn their lines, and it's pretty amazing. And they'll be doing that at 6:30 this evening and tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at the Broken Bow Middle School here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. It's $10 for adults, $7 for seniors, $5 for students, and preschool get in free. And we have tickets to give away, and I'm going to throw a couple your way when we play the game today.
Okay.
We'll give those away to someone. Here, I'll give you those. And we'll give a couple more a little bit later on, or maybe even pass these over to Party Line. Let's do that. Let's give away a couple along with your prize for the game today.
Okay.
And then we'll give the other two away over on Party Line today on KCNI. And we'll just skip school lunch menus today and get a fresh start next week.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Here's your question for today. Looks like you guys started questions about National Native American Month, which is the month of November. So here's your question for today. Which brave Native American assisted the settlers but was then captured and taken to England? Your choices are Flatbelly, Squanto, Little Turtle, or Chief Joseph. Which brave Native American assisted the settlers but was then captured and taken to England? Your choices are Flatbelly, Squanto, Little Turtle, or Chief Joseph. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
And also, what are you giving along with that? Did you say? I guess I didn't.
Subway sandwich.
Subway sandwich along with the Missoula tickets to the performance tonight and tomorrow. And if you're an adult and you know the answer to this question, we certainly would be happy if you are okay with you calling in and then passing these along to somebody who wants to see Johnny Appleseed. So give us a call at 872-2801.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
Now it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
The Secret Garden invites you to Crafts and More during One Box Weekend at the Municipal Building in Broken Bow. 9 to 4 this Saturday. Check out Plunder Jewelry, Nebraska Pasture Door, Morning Light Crochet, Sipology by Steep Tea, Paparazzi Accessories, Keys Canning and Crafts, Julie's Cards and Crafts, Trinity Road Treasures, Coated Metal Creations, Sin's Handmade Items, Oxford Chess, Annie M's Crafts, and more. Be at the Broken Bow Municipal Building from 9 to 4 this Saturday. The Secret Garden would love to see you there.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
7:48, and we have Bill on the line. Thanks for waiting, Bill. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good, good. Well, we have a couple of tickets to Johnny Appleseed, and we have a Subway sandwich on the line. Here's Brent.
All right, Bill, which brave Native American assisted the settlers but was then captured and taken to England? Was it Flatbelly, Squanto, Little Turtle, or Chief Joseph?
I think it was Squanto.
You got it, Bill. Yes. And because you've answered correctly, we've got those tickets to Johnny Appleseed. We've got a
Hey,
go ahead.
Could you give those to someone else? I won't be able to use them.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yep.
We'll do that. But I have a feeling you'll use the certificate for a sub sandwich, won't you?
I think you're right.
There you go. Well, we'll have this for you, Bill. Just stop on out and see us when you can.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Bill.
You bet. Take care.
You too. 7:49 is your time. Birthdays today.
Yes. Who's celebrating?
Well, if you're celebrating a birthday today, you're celebrating your birthday with Art Garfunkel.
Ah.
Of course, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, half of the super duo Simon and Garfunkel. Also, Bryan Adams is 62 today, Canadian singer. His first label contract in 1978 was for $1, which was about 73 cents in conversion at that time. He doesn't need that anymore. He's doing okay. Bryan Adams, 62 today. Peter Noonan with Hermits Hermits,
Ah.
the lead singer, front man for the 60s pop band. He now hosts a syndicated radio show, and I heard that once. It's pretty good. He has a lot of interesting guests, and he's 74 today. He was a heartthrob. The girls loved him.
Oh, was he?
Oh, man, yeah.
Do you have long hair?
Well,
back
for
then?
the time it seemed long.
Oh.
You know, it was kind of a Beatle cut,
Okay.
but it wasn't really that long, but it looked long. because before that, people were wearing flat tops. Mike Score is 64 today. You remember the Flock of Seagulls?
Oh, a band?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they have an 80s hit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And they also wore their original hairstyle looked like kind of horns.
Oh, okay.
I like their song. It was good. We'll have to find that. How could I forget the title of that? We heard it up in Canada when we had the kids up in Canada in January. Good Lord knows why you'd go to Canada in January, but we were up there, and Flock of Seagulls were on the radio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They were a fun band. And their lead singer, guitarist, I guess he was keyboard and vocals, Mike Score, 64 today. Kris Jenner is 66. And those are some of the birthdays out there. Oh, Tatum O'Neal.
Oh, yeah.
58.
Wow.
Now, the daughter of Ryan O'Neal.
Yes.
Of Love Story. Love is never having to say you're sorry.
Oh.
He became the youngest person to win an Academy Award at the age of 10.
And that was for what movie, does it say?
It doesn't. I don't know. Have to think about that one, too. So we got to round up a Flock of Seagulls song and find out Tatum O'Neal's movie where she won an Academy Award.
I'll Google it.
You Google. While you do that, I got to tell you, I'm excited.
Oh.
I know. I don't want to get into any discussions about the COVID vaccination, but I'll tell you the truth. Oh, by the way, I'm no longer a Packers fan.
You're dumping them?
I'm dumping them.
Oh, what a fair weather fan you are.
That's all.
They're even playing good.
I don't care.
What? Oh, okay. I think I'm putting 2 and 2 together now.
What
okay,
a fibber.
Tell us why.
What a bull blanker. Asked by the press, have you gotten your vaccination? Yes, I have. Truth be, he did not. He could have said, no, I haven't. I don't believe in it. I don't want to have one. I'll pay the price. No.
And the he you're talking about is?
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. What a disappointment. Make your stand, you weenie. I'm out with the Packers. Tell he's no longer quarterback. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Stand up. Be honest. Tell the truth.
I'm just hoping the Bears play him before he comes back.
That was a Weasley thing to do. Anyway.
Yes.
Avoiding the. Here's the thing. I told you before. I've gotten. I'll be open about it. I've gotten the first 2 shots for COVID.
Okay.
That's my decision. I believe in it. I think I'm comfortable with it. But I did have some side effects, as you remember. A lot of people were.
Yeah, you became. Your story was it caused you to be more romantic.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So now I'm really excited because there was like little hearts floating around in our house, and
really,
I felt like just giving Joan flowers every day.
Wow.
Yeah, bringing her candy. Things like that.
It's still having that effect on
you. Well,
you.
it's waning. It's not as prevalent as it was. But I'm getting a booster shot.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Next week the booster's coming. Woohoo!
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
isn't it romantic?
It's romantic, the booster. So with that thought in mind, I'm going to play this song for my wife and for all you guys out there who are feeling romantic, whether you've had the booster shots or no shots, or just, turn the page today.
Yeah, it's time to be romantic.
Romantic,
is that the urging of Dave Burney, breakfast show host? Guys, be romantic today.
Be romantic. So call your wife right now, text her, tweet her, do whatever you guys do to communicate. Smoke signals. Tell her, Dave's playing a song on the breakfast show for you, honey. For you, sweetheart.
Oh, that's nice.
It's kind of a rock and blues song, but I think it really hits the point. I can't wait to get the booster, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be great. Woohoo! Are you on an island over there?
Kinda.
Oh, boy.
I like the song, though.
That's a great
Boy,
song.
that's a rockin' song.
Great side effects, great song. We'll be back with the news right after these words.
Welcome, One Box hunters and guests from Beau Bootery on the Square. We'd like to welcome you through our doors with savings. We've marked 20% off fashion boots from Bourne, Earth, Soft, L'Artiste, and Clark's. We're definitely sitting in the middle of fall. It's fashion boot season, so come and save 20% on them at Beau Bootery, your home-owned shoe store on the Square in Broken Bow.
Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers has just listed for sale the Divine Ranch located in southern Custer County, Nebraska. This 2,700-acre combination ranch is offered in 3 tracts or as a whole, with a center pivot, dry land, and quality hardland range. The South Loop River runs through the ranch, providing for good sub-irrigated meadows and ample hunting opportunities. This is the first time this ranch has been for sale since it was homesteaded in 1889. Call me, John Farley, or check it out at LashleyLand.com.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber hopes you stop by to talk to them about your dream project. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. The Labor Department released new jobs numbers moments ago. After 2 disappointing months of hiring, employers added a better-than-expected 531,000 jobs in October. That is up considerably from 194,000 the month before, with gains in leisure and hospitality. The unemployment rate, 4.6%. Edging down from 4.8% in September. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Currently, there are still about 5 million fewer jobs than there were in February 2020 before the pandemic hit. Economists continue to pay attention to the share of the population that is in the workforce. That number has remained stubbornly low, in part because of the high number of early retirements.
Again, non-farm payroll employment up by 531,000 in October. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here was a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. A man recently convicted at trial in the child abuse death of a young boy has pleaded no contest to a felony in a separate case. 19-year-old Jake Gonzalez entered the plea Thursday in an amended charge of attempted first-degree assault before Judge Vicki Johnson in Jefferson County District Court. Charges of use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony and unlawful discharge of a gun were dismissed as part of the plea agreement. The case involved the shooting of Lance Powers May 18th of 2020. Authorities say Gonzalez shot Lance Powers 5 times in Fairbury on May 18th. Investigators found casings at the scene that matched a gun found on Gonzalez when he was arrested the next day. Powers was flown by medical helicopter to an Omaha hospital to get care for his injuries. Gonzalez will be sentenced for the attempted assault conviction on January 6th. The same day, he will learn his sentence for the child abuse death of a 2-year-old boy. In the boy's death, Gonzalez could receive up to life in prison. On the attempted assault conviction involving the shooting of Powers, he could receive up to 20 years in prison. The Nebraska DNA lab is evaluating human remains found in Scottsbluff County in hopes of identifying a victim found by a hunter. The Scottsbluff Star-Herald reports that a man setting up a goose blind near the North Platte River discovered the remains on October 18th on property between Minutair and Melbetta. Chief Deputy Troy Brown said the hunter found part of a lower arm bone and piece of cloth. Forensics pathologists confirm the arm bone is from a human. DNA taken from the bone marrow extracted from the bone will be compared to DNA of people from the area who are listed as missing.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Week 9 in the NFL got underway with Thursday Night Football in Indianapolis, where the Colts rolled to a 45-30 win over the Jets. Indianapolis quarterback Carson Wentz threw 3 touchdown passes. Running back Jonathan Taylor rushed for 172 yards and 2 scores. For the Jets, quarterback Mike White left in the first quarter with an arm injury and didn't return. Colts are 4-5 with the win. Jets fall to 2-6 with the loss. News from the NFL, where the Cleveland Browns will reportedly release disgruntled wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. later today. NBA news, an ESPN report into the Phoenix Suns claims inappropriate conduct by majority owner Robert Sarver contributed to a toxic workplace environment, including allegations of racism and misogyny. The NBA has launched an investigation. Sarver had already released a statement weeks ago denying any wrongdoing after the story had leaked. On the court, the Suns beat the Rockets 123-111. Thunder rally past the Lakers 107-104. Celtics all over the Heat 95-78. Sixers beat the Pistons 109-98, and the Jazz down the Hawks 116-98.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A mix of clouds and some sunshine develops today, high of 72. Tonight, mainly clear, low near 38. Sunny on Saturday, high of 74. Saturday night, clear to partly cloudy, low near 39. Slightly cooler on Sunday, mainly sunny, high of 69. Sunday night, mainly clear, low near 36. High of 56 on Monday, mainly sunny. Monday night, mainly cloudy, low near 32. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Laura Lockwood.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement? My answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:06 is your time, and it is 42 degrees outside. So we went backwards a little bit, matched our overnight low, and it is partly cloudy. We can see a beautiful sunrise right now of those pink and reddish colors with the sun coming up this morning. Those fall sunrises and sunsets are so nice. Winds out of the south 5 to 15 this morning. Barometric pressure is at 29.93, level there right now. Humidity at 79%. High yesterday was 66 with an overnight low of 42. Sunset today at 6:30. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 8:16. 2200s precipitation measured so far this month of November. And again, we do set our clocks back 1 hour when we go to bed on Saturday night, so we'll be on standard time on Sunday morning. Good to have you along. Good to be with you, Brent Amperson,
Good
my
to
co-host.
be with you, Dave.
I don't know what to say after that, other than I am so excited.
Yes. Oh, you're excited.
Now you have not watched Yellowstone, have you?
I've watched like 2 episodes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. I watched the first 2 episodes, but we don't really get consistently the channel that it's on. I think we might have an app now that you
There's
can
a
watch
stream on it, yeah.
But yeah, you're Kevin Costner, the Kevin Costner series, right?
Yeah. Oh, he was shot up bad
Yeah.
the last.
Oh, really?
He was shot up bad.
It's kind of the 2 episodes I saw. It's kind of a.
It's a wild one.
Yeah, it's
a lot of ways.
Kind of a heavy show.
It's kind of like Montana. Oh, how do I want the Montana mob scene, if you will. But anyway, he got shot up real bad. He was helping a lady change a tire.
Oh my!
And guys came along.
Is he going to be okay?
Well, that's the big. Is he going to be back for the new season?
Oh my!
And his daughter, the naughty daughter.
Oh,
she was very naughty. She was blown up in a room. Is she alive?
Oh my goodness!
It was a hit, an overall hit on the family. You see.
Oh man! Another family trying to take him out.
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
I think big business trying to take him out.
Oh boy!
So Kevin Costner is staying tight-lipped about who survived the season. Last season, the cliffhanger left us with nearly 14 months of mystery, wondering who came out alive after the massive explosion and 2 shootings. The drama returns Sunday night.
Wow.
With a 2-hour premiere coming out. Is Kevin Costner, did he survive being shot several times by an automatic weapon along the roadway?
I'm going to say yes.
You think so?
I think he's fine.
How about his
I think
naughty
he's
daughter?
come out of it.
What
I
about
don't know.
I mean, she's so naughty, I don't know whether a bullet could actually penetrate her skin. We'll see.
But you're into Yellowstone, is what you're saying.
We really did.
Yeah.
It's dicey and certainly not for children, but it's kind of addictive, like a lot of those series are once you watch one.
Oh, yeah.
You know. So let's talk football real quick here.
Sure, love to.
And we
I
do
love
have
that subject.
I know you do. We have guests coming in. We'll be visiting with Rick Nelson. He'll be coming in from Custer Public Power. And we need to grab the latest newsletter.
Oh, you do?
It's out on the table.
Is it?
And let's pretend we've
Okay.
read the whole thing.
Yeah, well, let's pretend we're reading it as he walks in.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
He'll like that.
Okay.
And then we'll also have Mid-Plains Community College in. Will Shelley be in? Or Casey?
I think so.
Oh.
I think Shelley's coming out today. We'll see. I don't know.
If she comes out, do you want me to leave the room?
No,
I mean,
not
you
necessarily.
Could, well, I mean, you
What,
could
you
do the
want me-
interview.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get in. I don't want to get you in trouble or me in trouble.
Okay.
I mean, I think maybe it'd be best if I wasn't here for that.
A lot of my questions I don't know, they may not pertain to the college. My first question would be, will there be a hot meal waiting for me when I get done with the ball game tonight? That'd be my first question.
I'm just guessing. Probably not.
Probably not.
You might want to pick something up on the way. Don't go there during that interview.
Okay, all right, I'll stay over. It'll all be about the college.
Speaking of sandwiches, we'll be talking with Subway. We're going to give Ellen a call today too.
Sounds good.
All right, now football. Oh man,
Yes.
oh man, are we so lucky to have 3 area teams, actually 4 area teams,
Yeah.
in the hunt yet, in their respective divisions. Exciting. I mean, these are going to be good games.
They're going to be great games. Yeah, quarterfinals, man. You win here, you're one game away from going to Lincoln to play for a state title. So,
Before I turn you loose here, Billy asked a good question. I couldn't answer during the Party Line show yesterday. Do all the teams now that get to go to state, do they play at Memorial Stadium, or do they, because they played other places during COVID?
no, the championship games are to be played at Memorial Stadium this year.
Okay.
Yeah, that's as of today.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they are scheduled to play at Memorial Stadium this year.
Well, if they're going to let 80,000 in this weekend, they sure could.
I would agree.
Spread people out in Memorial Stadium to watch the game, even if they put them, sections apart.
I would think you're right. Yes. Yeah, we got a big slate of games for you that we're going to cover on, every available media platform to us. Sandhills Thetford, the Knights are still undefeated. Sandhills Thetford will take on Osceola today. Osceola, good football team. They've lost once. That was to Riverside in their season opener. They haven't lost since. So, going to be a good game. And Sandhills Thetford will host it. It'll be in Thetford. And we're going to do a live video stream of that for you again. And you can view it and access it by going to sandhillsexpress.com/live. That's probably the easiest way to get to it. Then you'll have your choices of watching it on our YouTube page, our Facebook page, or on our Twitter account.
Right.
Kickoff is 5:30 for that game between Sandhills Thetford and Osceola. And then Ansley Litchfield. They are in the quarterfinals, and they will take on Bruning Davenport Shickley. We refer to them as just BDS, but that's what the B and the D and the S stand for, Bruning Davenport Shickley. And Ansley Litchfield will host that game. That's exciting. Get to play it at home. That's great. It'll be in Ansley. Kickoff is at 5:30. And we added that to our coverage. We're going to do that for you on KCNI Radio, 1280 AM, 96.3 FM. And then we really want to emphasize that you can pick it up on the web at kcni1280.com and also on the free KCNI Pure Country app. We are in that time of year now where the FCC will require our AM station to kind of decrease power based on the sunset.
Right.
So if you're listening to it on the radio or whatever, and all of a sudden it starts to get a little bit scratchy, please remember you can access it on the web at KCNI1280.com and also on the free KCNI Pure Country app. Right. And kickoff for that will be 5:30 in Ansley. And then on KBBN 95.3 FM will be in Burwell tonight. The rematch between Anselmo Myrna and Burwell. AM has one loss on their record, and that was to Burwell in the regular season. Fabulous game. Burwell came back, won at 34-28. So this is the rematch. Going to be a great game. Physical game, tough game. Both teams like to run. And we'll have that for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM. Kickoff for that is 6 o'clock tonight. Gavin will be doing the Sandhill-Thetford game for us. Jeremy's going to cover Ansley Litchfield, and Kirk Crowley and I will be in Burwell tonight for AM and Burwell.
It's going to be fantastic, and another beautiful day for football, or
heavens,
evening for football. Same last weekend, and we get that again.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. We'll be listening and watching with everybody else tonight, Brent. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back. We're going to do some what we call Breakfast Show live reads next. Off-Broadway invites you to the Senior Movie Matinee, the second Saturday of each month at 2 p.m. at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. November 13th at 2 p.m., head to the Fox Theater and watch The Searchers. The first 50 people to arrive each time will get a kids pack for free, which includes popcorn, pop, and candy. Don't forget, the Senior Movie Matinee is the second Saturday of every month at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow at 2 in the afternoon. Brought to you by Off-Broadway and Govier Brothers Mortuary. For movie announcements, watch the Off-Broadway Facebook page.
The landscape of last year left a lot of people deconditioned. Are you or your loved one struggling with strength, balance, or pain? This can lead to falls, weakness, and overall decreased quality of life. At Team Physical Therapy 872-5111, we're dedicated to taking all the steps necessary to ensure you and your loved ones are getting exceptional care in a clean and safe environment. We are available to you in one of our 5 locations: your home, independent living facility, or assisted living facility. Call us today at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
There's confusion about how to protect yourself from COVID. One thing is certain. Whether or not you're vaccinated, you need an accurate thermometer to check for fever, the leading sign of flu and COVID. Be vigilant and contact your medical provider at the first sign of fever. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers that have no scientific studies. Only the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer has been proven accurate in more than 100 clinical studies. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Dell Technologies' biggest business sale of the year has arrived. Step up your vision with top tech up to 45% off during their early access Black Friday event. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Plus, get incredible savings on Windows 11 PCs, along with servers, monitors, and docks, all with free shipping. There's also special financing with Dell Business Credit. Get started by contacting your Dell Technologies advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
8:17 is your time.
Tatum O'Neal.
Yeah.
Birthday today. You said that she was the youngest person to win a Oscar. Best Supporting Actress for the movie Paper Moon in 1974.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you.
Never seen it. Paper Moon.
Could you Google Flock of Seagulls?
Oh,
and
the
see
band?
what their big hit was?
Yeah.
And I do have.
Were they a one-hit wonder?
Pretty much.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right, it'll just take me about 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes.
All right,
and
you
I'll
go
have the
ahead.
answer for you.
I'll talk about a fun night at Sylvester's.
Okay.
Tonight, this is Friday, so tonight at Sylvester's in Broken Bow, Tim Zach will be playing from 9 until 1. We're not sure whether it's Zach or Zach, but it will be good. Tim will be playing from 9 until 1. He will be ready to play for you, and you might want to bring your dancing shoes along because he has a way of getting people to tap their foot and enjoy the music. Get ready to have fun all night. There is no cover for this event tonight at the quiet little place that rocks. Sylvester's in Broken Bow, East Highway 2. And don't forget, then on Saturday, they'll have the Husker game on the screens, and they'll be having specials along with that, as they always do. with the first and third quarter happy hours with Munchies. And they have a good time yelling at the screens and having conversations and, getting together with friends and having some snacks and a couple of drinks out at Sylvester's. That's on Saturday. Tonight, live music. Tim Zock will be playing from 9 until 1 at the Quiet Little
Place.
That rocks! Also, let's talk about jobs for a moment here. We have plenty of those to talk about, which can be of a good fortune for you folks out there and certainly solve some problems for some businesses in the area. So they're looking for good people. This is coming up at Dana F. Cole and Company. They're looking for a certified public accountant who has experience, at least 2 years of experience providing bookkeeping services. Now, they're certified. I'm not sure that you need to be. Probably you just have to have a couple of years of experience providing bookkeeping services. So go talk to them about it. You need some experience in payroll, general ledgers, financial statements, and bank paperwork. You also will benefit if you have experience with Excel, Word, and QuickBooks. And you need to work well with clients, an ability to multitask as well, and a desire to work in a public accounting firm, of course. Some tax work may be necessary. At Dana F. Cole Company, their greatest asset is their staff, and they'd like to make you a part of the team if you're a good fit. So stop by and pick up, an application, get your resume ready. And they're located here in Broken Bow, Nebraska at 705 South D Street. And they also have a nice benefit package that they can tell you about as well. This listing is on sandhillsexpress.com's employment page.
All right. Flock of Seagulls. I just said, what was Flock of Seagulls' biggest hit? And it, listed more than one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At number one, it says, I Ran.
Yeah.
So Far Away.
That's the one.
I Ran So Far Away.
Mm-hmm.
That song's not coming to my mind. I have a feeling if I heard it, then maybe I would recognize it.
Well,
I'm not sure.
We have the Guy Ruski here. I have him plugged in.
Oh, will they play it for us?
I know if my connections are correct and he's in a good mood.
It still goes by Alexa, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning to you, too.
Oh, thank you.
Nice to hear your voice.
Whoa.
How does he know there's two of us?
That's just what I was going to ask.
Whoa.
Yikes. Alexa, play Flock of Seagulls, I Ran.
I Ran So Far Away by a Flock of Seagulls from Spotify.
Thank you.
those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Galloway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
Imagine this. You go to your mailbox only to find a check for big bucks. You're thinking, hey, this could be my lucky day. Well, if you get a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, it's probably not your lucky day. In fact, you're probably about to be the next victim of a scam. Did you know that scammers may not initially ask you for money, but instead they give you money? Asking you to deposit funds into your account is the first step of many financial scams. At Nebraska State Bank, we're here to help and protect when someone is trying to make you their next scam victim. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
The leaves are changing and falling to the ground. We're in the middle of fall. Celebrate the season with great items you can buy at Barney Health Mart, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. They have marked 20% off all fall decor, including garden flags, mailbox covers, and accent magnets. Save on fall items and use them right away. Shop at Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
It is 8:27. What a show we're having here today. We're very excited because we have Rick Nelson here, who heads up Custer Public Power, and we have the monthly magazine that we have thoroughly read. In fact, as a matter of fact, when Rick walked in, Brent was actually reading
That's
it just to
right.
kind of prep again before Rick got here.
Can I say something quick?
Sure.
Rick, you look electric today.
Wow.
Just electric.
How cool is that?
Woo!
Shocking.
Attaboy.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I just got that.
Shocking.
Whoa.
Shockingly electric.
Yeah. You've really created quite a buzz.
We'll stop there.
Yeah, that's probably far enough. So, Rick, how you been? We haven't seen you for a while.
Yes.
You've been busy, huh?
I apologize. A little busy. Got a lot of irons in the fire, but we're having fun and getting some things accomplished.
So they're good irons in the fire.
Yeah, they're good. Pretty good.
Good. We've talked about it. By the way, we really enjoyed. I wasn't here, but with the guests that came in last time, it was a good show, I thought.
So Jason came in.
Yeah,
with,
Jason.
With Taryn and gave a little recap. You saw it in the magazine, but I think he talked a little bit about the Sandhills project. So.
Yeah, and how that's a done deal, right? For the most part?
All but maybe yanking out a couple of poles yet, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's got to feel good for everybody.
Oh, boy, I tell you, that was a huge project, a lot of things going on. Just about every one of our employees were connected in some way, shape, or form, and so outages, that last month was a scheduling nightmare, and you built in a day here and there just in case something went wrong. Nothing really went wrong. Had a couple of snafus, but everybody picked up the ball and ran with it, and came out of it all right. And just really excited to have that done. And I, for 20 years now, I've been dreaming about that, and having 69 and having a new conductor and new poles and being able to serve the Sandhills, the way everybody else gets served. So.
I know that your guys that go up there, and some of them are from that area that work it up there.
Yep.
Had the pleasure of being up there recently in the Sandhills. The people up there are how do I want to just put it? They're hard-working, energetic, laid-back people. What a great combination!
That describes it very well.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It was up in
laid back, energetic. Yeah.
Yep, they're just good folks, and they roll with punches pretty well. That's the way they got the grit to do it.
Well, I tell you, we hardly heard any complaints, and that's just a testament to who they are up there, and I certainly appreciate all their patience in that area, because I know it had to been a pain. I know there's clocks that they had to reset. I know. I apologize. But,
but
it's we got over the hurdle. and I think it's not going to be smooth sailing, but I'm hoping for a little bit better sailing.
Well, when you drive up the highway and see what has been done there, even when you don't know anything about, poles and wire and electricity, you just know looking at it, this is going to be a better deal.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That old line would get together. I could almost drive you to the spots where it'd be bouncing. I know the guys up there could take you on a tour of that old line, and it banged together. Breakers would operate. Hopefully we're done with that, and it looks different than some of the lines that we built down in this area.
It does.
And so there's a couple of reasons for that. One is we wanted to make sure that when, especially up in that area, it's a major flyway. You got cranes possibly landing. You got, I know up in Purdom and all along the river bottom there, there's eagles up in there. There's hawks. There's all kinds of and geese and ducks. It's a pretty good flyway. So we wanted to make sure that when we built that up there, we did it right. And not that everything else is wrong, but it's just it's a different environment.
Mm-hmm.
And so we wanted to make sure that we protected things, and that's why the insulators are long. 60 inches meets the Raptor perching distance. Got bird flight diverters on the top wire, which sometimes you can see and sometimes you can't, depending on the way the sun hits it. But they're all along from Dunning all the way to Seneca. Once you get towards Seneca, you kind of get it out of that. That's why we didn't continue on and put them on from there to Mullen. About 4 or 5 miles west or east of Seneca. That the major concern is kind of over, but we continued it all the way to Seneca just to make sure, because
you were
if
up
you're
there
already that far, why not just keep going? But so that's why it looks a little different. And once we were able to stretch the insulators out, then we were able to stretch the poles out. If we add a little bit of height, then we could stretch them out even farther, trying to decrease the number of poles that are up there, and also kind of decrease the cost a little bit. So
no, it looks great, and a job I'm sure that you're glad is almost in the books. So
Yep.
What else you up to?
Oh boy. Well, we're from a board perspective, we've got the 5-year plan was approved back in September. We introduced the budget, had a board meeting a week ago that we talked about the budget, and I think we're good to put that on the counter and advertise that we're ready to go and approve that in November, which would be the 22nd, I believe.
Okay.
So everything looks good. Again, the staff came together and did a very good job of presenting a very conservative budget, and there were some things in there that they felt they needed and did a very good job of justifying that. And so lots of good things in the budget. We're also working on rates, which rates, again, for the 3rd or 4th year are staying revenue neutral. So we're not changing them, not increasing them. But we're doing some, within each rate, we're still taking a look at the customer charge and the energy charge, and at some point in time we'll get to a point where the energy is almost like a pass-through. So if we buy it from MPVD for however many cents, and then that's what we sell to the customer for.
Well, right now, unless you're under a rock somewhere, you know that Gas prices are pretty darn high right now. Groceries, unfortunately, due to the situation we're in with all the different factors, are higher.
Right.
Cost of living generally is going to be a bit higher in the short term, if not the long term. So to hear that electricity rates for Custer Public Power customers are going to remain stable, it's pretty good news.
Yeah, well, the other thing that's happened in 2021 is to date we've given over $1 million back to the customer in the form of a PCA, the production cost adjustment. And we've talked about that before. Just a reminder. That's we're getting that rebate back from NPPD, who has been operating efficiently, and that allows them to collect more margins than what they needed, so they're giving that back. You know, what utility is doing that other than Public Power in Nebraska? It's kind of a cool thing.
That's pretty good.
And so when we move into 2022, it looks like, and it still needs NPPD board approval, but what we've been presented is that same rebate will continue on into 2022. So we're going to be in that $1.5 million range of giving money back. So not only are the rates staying stable, but we're actually rebating some of that money that NPPD is over-collected. And we can have a whole discussion about rates and, you know, why that happened. But I contributed to, they do a very, very good job of running their plants. They do a very good job of marketing that in the market, and they're operating efficiently. And so that's some very good things, and that's kind of what we like to see out of our wholesale suppliers. So it's all good. I think that's kind of good news.
Okay, and also stable, money back, and some projects I see in the magazine that are coming up. Tell us a little bit about the Calumet Lake area, if you wouldn't mind.
Wow. So I should have Jason back in here. You know, I was sitting in the office yesterday, and we're building services up there. It's crazy. And so it's...
Is this a demand factor?
We serve about half of the Calumet Lake, the west half, both on the north and south side. And there's just about everything on the south side's been subdivided from where our service territory starts. And there's already been, 20 years ago they started a development up there, and then it went to another one. Now all of a sudden the thing's exploding, and we're up there. I think Jamie said there was 4 services to build here this week or next week, and so lots of things going on up there, which means that we're feeding that out of Taylor, which is 14, 15 miles away, and if we continue down this path of adding another 100 or 150 services up there,
that is demand.
Which is a
then.
lot.
Yeah.
We're going to have to take a different look or look at feeding that differently, and that could be building some 69 kV, much like we did in Sand Hills, up to a new substation. Or it could be something else that's a little bit more innovative,
Okay, all right.
Hold on to that. But
well, that's good. There's a growth there. It's also
big
good
things
that
happening,
you guys can do your best to keep up with it. Sounds like there might be some adjustments you'll need to make as time goes along.
Right. There also, I think we're finishing up a circuit out of Dunning. When I first came here in 2001, they did a portion from about halfway to Brewster. And so, again, one of my goals is to get that finished up, and I think 2022 we're going to get that done. We did 3 or 4 miles, 2.5 miles maybe, in conjunction with the line that we built up there, the Sand Hills project. And so we're going to finish from that point to where we did back in 2001, and that would complete that circuit. And we'll be all good to go.
All right.
So, pretty excited about that. That's the other project that's on there.
Okay. Now, we probably get in a bad habit here on this show of saying, gosh, time flies by so quickly. But it really does. And here we are, November 5th, and we're looking at Thanksgiving. And, you know, as soon as Halloween was over, we started seeing Christmas commercials.
Yeah.
Way too many of them, to be quite honest about it. But it is the holiday season, and it's going to be here quick. And I know that you always are adamant about reminding people when they're out there hanging the lights, be careful on the ladders. Make sure, from the safety standpoint, that you're putting up good lights and efficient lights. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Right. So the new LEDs are coming down in price farther and farther, and those are just they're just so much more efficient these days. In the magazine, we did put in some tips on holiday lighting. I'm one of those guys that hates to see anything before Thanksgiving on Christmas. But the downside of doing only 6 issues of the magazine a year means that November and December come in the same magazine. So if you want to talk about Christmas, it's got to come out. But anyway, that's just my philosophy. But anyway, so LED lights, we put in 10 tips to make sure that you're doing it safely. Don't throw if you have a whole string of lights, don't throw them on the ground. Don't hook up more lights in parallel than what the manufacturer says. So there's some pretty good tips in there.
There are 10 tips, folks, in the magazine. And I don't know, anytime you're talking about a ladder, there's some risk involved. Not only, dragging those lights up that ladder. I would think it's almost always better to have this be a 2-person job rather than a 1-person job, climbing up and down ladders, dragging lights up and down.
I think most would say that.
Yeah. And when you're talking about a 10-foot ladder, I don't know about you, Brent, but 10 foot's a little high for some of us. Makes us a little nervous.
Get a little wobbly.
Yeah. And balancing and holding onto the side of the roof and all those sorts of things. And then making sure that you're putting up quality lights that won't cause bad accident, especially a fire on the roof and those sorts of things.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. So you guys that are out that go out all the time, safety. I mean, when you're in the bucket or you're climbing a pole, by the way, we learned a little bit more about that this summer when you had the rodeo here.
Yes. Yep.
And I think a lot of people that went out there went, oh my gosh, these guys do this for a living every day.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of safety things that you follow, unimaginable, more than 10, I believe.
Yeah. Well, we meet every month, and we have a long list of required training, and we make sure that we get through it every year.
And winter makes it even a little
life
bit.
and death. Yeah. Because I don't know what it is, but you add a bunch of clothes on, and everything gets a little harder to do.
Yeah.
But, so from a down power line perspective, which we're getting into that season again.
Yeah.
We can have it in the summertime with a hard wind coming through, but the ice seems to have a little bit more effect, and so never drive over a power line. You don't know whether it's energized or not. If it is energized, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be sparking or it's going to be sizzling or anything, because you don't know what kind of insulation it could have fell on some ice, and then that's insulating it from getting a ground connection, so it just lays there. So don't assume that it's de-energized just because it's laying on the ground. Don't drive over it. If it comes down on top of your vehicle, call 911. Stay in your vehicle unless you see smoke or fire, and just wait till somebody comes and gives you the okay that it's turned off and to get out. Warn people. So one of the things that we're always good about in this area is helping out.
Helping a neighbor, yeah.
So if you come up on a vehicle that's got a down power line on it, resist the temptation to run up to that vehicle to check on them, because you could be putting yourself in danger. Because again, when you drive up there, you don't know if that power line is energized or not, and so you could be the problem if you run up there.
Okay.
Everybody has that instinct. Run up and help. We're all helpers here, and we want to see people safe and sound, but resist that.
Yeah. Okay. And as you said, we're coming up on that season. We're also getting towards the tail end of harvest season, and we haven't had any reports of any serious problems out there with augers and that sort of thing. But
no,
we're getting towards the end. Guys out there and gals might be getting a little bit fatigued and tired, so
right.
Certainly want to be careful around power lines.
Pay attention. That's number one. We did have a combine fire that was underneath of a three-phase line up by Sargent, but there hasn't been a lot of augers.
Good.
And a lot of, thankfully we're out of the irrigation pipe season, which is always a nerve-wracking for me because you turn that pipe up on end and it's
pretty tall.
It's tall enough to get there.
Yeah.
And so, so hopefully, we get the grain in, get it into the bins, and then we don't have to worry so much.
And a lot of the guys out there working on pivots, when the fields are done, they're moving in and servicing pivots and checking things out, both for making sure the water's out of them, but also seeing if any of the mice have gotten in and caused any problems with the electric wires and so forth.
Yep.
So
Yep.
do those people usually, do they have to power down? Do they contact you, or is it just they kind of know what they're doing as far as being out there on those pivots?
Well, they have their own disconnect, and
Okay.
so they can get disconnect out of it. If they got to do something major in the pumping panel, then they'll call us, and we'll go out and disconnect it. Yep, for sure.
All right. So, and you've got relationships with all of the guys around here that are doing it.
Yep.
Yeah. And
everybody's got everybody else's cell phone number. So don't hesitate to call, even if you have a question about whether to do it or not.
Good guys out there. Good. We have a lot of good service people out there. And of course, I don't know that there hasn't been a lot of drying of corn, maybe as in the past years. So that pull hasn't been as big as maybe some years as far as running dryers.
Yeah, I haven't seen the numbers on that yet, but that could very well be true.
Yeah, so much drier conditions and the free frost now and so forth. So
yeah. With I know early on the corn was coming out just about right, and that moisture content. So I'm assuming that things kind of got dried down in the field, but I don't know.
I think it has.
It's been pretty dry around here.
Yes. Speaking of just one last thing on the safety side, this time of year too, and in the spring, but usually this time of year, if there's dirt work going out there, maybe they're developing some new soybean corn ground out there. They probably one of the steps would be making sure there's no underground out there, right?
Call 811. Make sure you get a one call. You don't know. You might own the land since the beginning of time, but do you really remember where that three phase is at? Back in the day, we might have gone across that field to serve the pivot or to serve the next pivot, or so always keep that in mind. And if you're digging, to call 811. That's the safest thing to do. It doesn't cost anything.
Right.
May cost you a day or two waiting on it, but if you can plan a little ahead, that works out really well.
Yeah, much better than.
Boy.
When you have a story in the news about one whole state or a whole region out of internet due to some wire under the ground that got clipped with 1,000 wires in it. That would be not only it would be very embarrassing, number one,
it would be.
and putting a lot of people under some stress that didn't need to be. In this case, it's probably going to be mostly what I cause an outage somewhere when I hit a line for the electricity part, but also dangerous for the person who hits it.
I'd be more worried about the guy sitting on the backhoe.
Yeah.
Because that's you don't know what's going to happen, and when you dig into it, sparks are flying. There's electricity going everywhere. Now, the other thing that I want to mention, again, goes along with that, is there's getting to be a lot of fiber in the ground.
Yes,
lots and lots of fiber. You drive up and down Highway 2, you'll see that happening. Well, that's not the only place that it's happening. So there's getting to be more and more fiber out there. The little post sticking up out of the ground with the orange top. You might want to stay clear of that little area.
Yeah, you're right. We see along the highway big time this year, but that's going on in other places. They're rolling out a lot of copper and fiber. It's amazing to me that I don't know how much this highway can hold on both sides of the road anymore. It seems like every year there's more flags and more stuff going in. But so before we close here, Tara Noyes does a great job with the monthly publication, and your thoughts in it, and some really neat articles. But the recipes are always about as big a hit as anything in this. And this, you have several different options here. You got Hazen's Pasta Helper, Taco Pie, Pumpkin Muffins, and Zucchini Bread, and Pineapple and Cranberry Bread. Have you tried any of these?
I haven't, but I'm going to, because
what's cool about it is you have people submitting these. You've got them from Stapleton, here in Broken Bow, and different parts of your coverage area, your service area.
Yep, it's pretty fun. So you brought up the zucchini bread. This magazine barely made it to the mailbox before we got a Facebook message asking what goes in zucchini bread. What could possibly go in zucchini bread, and what is not on the list
of ingredients?
Yeah.
So it didn't take Tara long to pump out there. Well, it takes 2 cups of zucchini. It's a formatting error. She's rather embarrassed by it, but she's it's one of those last-minute things. She had everything else fixed, and it had a small format problem, and shipped it off, and whoops.
Well,
forgot to put in the actual main ingredient for zucchini bread.
Everything else is there, so just add the zucchini.
Yep.
And zucchini is a little bit like the gourds you see there. Once they come on, you have lots of them, and sometimes too many of them. So just know that you can go ahead and put the zucchini.
I kind of figure it's kind of like the old cookbooks that I have from the 70s that, they don't tell you how to do anything. They just give you what's in it. So I figured, that's what this is. It's zucchini bread. You just got to,
just
put in a cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, whatever you want to put in there.
Well, they're good recipes and seasonal as well. And Taryn does a good job with this. And on the back, of course, you're talking about something that we could do a whole show on, and going into the winter season. I don't even want to go here because I know you're going to give me a hard time about it, but it's time to change the filters in the furnace, or at least check them, right?
Yep.
Insulation, all those sorts of things.
Yep. You betcha. So when was the last time you checked yours?
Well,
do I need to go look in the furnace room and see the date on there?
Well, the last time you were here, you told me to date it, so I did. I don't
think that was the last
time. I think I've changed
here.
It since you had me put new ones in.
That might have been a couple of years ago when we talked about that.
Well, how often should we change it?
Yeah. Depends on the type of filter, right? Somewhat.
Absolutely.
On how many times you change them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Good
Well,
point.
I'm a if it ain't broke, don't fix it guy,
Yeah. Dave likes to wait until it breaks.
Yeah. Well,
she's running, let her go.
That's surprisingly coming out of Dave, because it's you think Dave would be more energy efficiency conscious.
Yeah.
I am.
Want to save electricity, want to, do things more efficiently, want to be more green.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'll go check them after you leave.
So
Can I ask? I hope that can I ask a question that might be dumb and stupid?
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Is it best to just try to pick a temperature and just leave it there, or can you let's say you're gonna be gone for, I'm just gonna say a night. Okay, you're coming back the next day. I know when I was growing up, Dad would always lower the, if we're not going to be there, he just lowers it. And then when we'd come back, it's kind of cold, so now we raise it back up. Is it better to just pick a temperature and leave it there from efficiency standpoint, or?
You know what, Brent? That is a fantastic question.
Really?
It's a very controversial
Wow.
one, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here at the station, we kind of have trouble because some of us like it cooler, some of us like it warmer. And so sometimes depending on who wants to raise it
I just
up.
turned the air conditioner temperature down before Rick came in because it's warm in here. And I know the guys out there are a little bit cool, but it gets warm in here. So for our guests, we turn it down. Now, sometimes we forget to turn it back up. We're still running aircon over here.
Well, yeah, that's, you know, you got all this wonderful equipment in here that creates heat.
Yes, that's right.
By the
Rick.
way, we'll get back to Brent here.
Okay,
in a little bit,
thanks.
So, what creates that heat
in here?
Yeah.
Dave and I talking.
Yeah. Well.
And then also this panel of equipment here. They have fans that blow the heat out of many of these units, so you actually got a little heater over here.
Wow. So, from an electronic standpoint, you know, when something produces heat, that means that it produces losses.
Now you might be getting over my head on
which
this. Rick.
Means that, you know, when you create heat, then you waste energy.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I'm starting to feel guilty about just getting up this morning.
Well, that was the purpose of going down that path. So, from Brent's question, though,
Yeah.
So it kind of depends.
Okay.
No. If you have a heat pump and you don't have a smart thermostat on that heat pump, then just let it ride at 72 degrees or 70 degrees and just let her go. Because it works most efficient if it just stays there.
Okay.
If it gets behind and it has to catch up and you don't have a smart thermostat, then the emergency heat kicks in and you've lost any gain that you, then you lost any gain that you would have had if you dropped it down.
Okay.
So that's that side. If you have a propane, natural gas furnace, if you remember to turn it down, then that's a good thing. But if, you know, for $30, $40, $50 now, you can buy a programmable thermostat that drops it down at night and turns it back up before you wake up in the morning. You could even put it on away mode, and then it drops it down until you get back, and then you can bring it back up. Certainly more efficient to have a programmable thermostat.
Okay.
And to turn it down.
All right.
I don't really need one at our house. I'm just going to argue with that, just debate, I guess, a little bit. My wife has a programmable thermostat on the wall, and she controls it. And if I touch it, I get in trouble. So I just know that when I get up in the morning, if I had a glass of water beside my bed and there's ice skim on the top, I know that the programmable thermostat is working properly because she likes it to be about 55 at night.
Well, the good news is you're not wasting ice out of the fridge then, or freezer.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, I should just put
So
it
you're
in.
conserving water.
Gosh,
nice job.
I feel better now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm here to prop you up.
Yeah, you are.
I'll take you all the way down, and then I'll just bring you back up slowly.
Thanks a lot. When we get time sometime when you come in, I'd like to talk a little bit about what is being on the news all the time right now. And some people are probably a little bit tired of it. I'm not personally. I think it's very important, and that is the climate change situation and how that might affect things that are going on in your business down the road. We've talked about it before, but I wondered if there was any changes due to some of the data that's coming out now. Can we talk about that later?
You bet.
All right. That'd
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
Well, so that should be
love to.
That should be a good show, and we'll prep for that just like we did when you came in this morning.
and I'll tell you that that's all fine and dandy, but you're not getting rid of my coal.
Oh, well, at least we know where you stand to start with.
But on the flip side, there are lots of things that we can do with that to maybe mitigate some of that
I hope
issue that you have.
Well, it's something to think about.
I'm going to drag you just a little bit farther because we just had a first in the United States in Nebraska. It was a forum held at Southeast Community College on advanced nuclear technology.
Not that again.
That's how we save the climate change issue.
Don't get me worked up now. Let's wait till the next show.
You brought it up.
It's good to see you, Rick.
Good seeing you.
Rick Nelson, he heads up Custer Public Power. He'll be our guest, and next time we'll talk about I can't say the word nuclear. News is next.
The Secret Garden invites you to Crafts and More during One Box Weekend at the Municipal Building in Broken Bow. From 9 to 4 this Saturday, some businesses there include The Pampered Chef, Blessing Bags, Sugar Shack Candles, Denise's Gel Magic, Tupperware, Willow Tree, Cincy, Dot Smile, Heather's Art, Two Sisters Creations, Rebels Color Street, Betsy's Bling, Usborne Books and more, Dayspring, Mary Kay, Pink Zebra, Norwex, Watkins, and more. Be at the Broken Bow Municipal Building from 9 to 4 this Saturday. Concessions by The Secret Garden, too.
Looking for superior processing for that deer of yours? Don't make the wrong choice. Choose to take your prized hunt to Myrna Pack. They're accepting deer this year for special landowner hunters. Call for their hours at 643-2237. Myrna Pack offers Central Nebraska quality deer processing, including jerky, salami, and other meat specialties. Everett has served the area for over 40 years, and his crew is ready to go this year, too. Happy hunting from Myrna Pack.
Fraudulent activity is on the rise, and fraudsters seem to be working overtime. Bruning Bank is dedicated to keeping you safe. Remember, never give out your personal information, click on unsolicited links, or rely solely on caller ID as it can be spoofed. Keep your information safe by monitoring your account transactions with mobile or online banking and set up customized alerts with Notify. If you believe you have been targeted by fraudulent activity, we are here to help. Learn more about fraud safety at bruningbank.com or visit any Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Pfizer says its new at-home COVID pill is 89% effective in preventing death and hospitalizations. CBS's Dr. David Agus.
This will enable us to keep people out of the hospital, which is critical in certain parts of the country where hospitals have filled up when there is an outbreak of a new variant.
Jobs are rebounding. Employers added a solid 531,000 positions in October, and pay is up. Bank rates Mark Hamrick.
Wage growth continues to be robust with a year-over-year gain of 4.9%, reflecting the strong demand for workers, including in sectors like leisure and hospitality, bars and restaurants.
Opening statements are expected to begin any moment now in the trial of 3 white men accused of killing a black jogger in Georgia. The jury is almost all white. CBS's Omar Villafranca.
Defense attorneys struck 11 of the 12 black jurors from the final pool, which even raised eyebrows with the presiding judge.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
In NFL news, the Cleveland Browns are reportedly working with the reps of disgruntled receiver Odell Beckham Jr. to restructure his contract as they prepare to release him. Some reports say it could happen as early as today. NFL Week 9 kicked off last night from Indianapolis. Colts ripped the Jets 45-30. Carson Wentz threw 3 touchdown passes for Indy, while Jonathan Taylor dominated on the ground, rushing for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jets did lose quarterback Mike White to a right forearm injury in the first quarter. He was 7 of 11 passing for 95 yards and a touchdown before leaving the game. Good news, though. Robert Saleh, head coach of the Jets, says White should be ready to go for New York's next game. Colts improved to 4-5. The Jets fall to 2-6. Thunder rallied from 19 down to beat the Lakers in L.A. 107-104.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A mix of clouds and some sunshine develops today, high of 72. Tonight, mainly clear, low near 38. Sunny on Saturday, high of 74. Saturday night, clear to partly cloudy, low near 39. Slightly cooler on Sunday, mainly sunny, high of 69. Sunday night, mainly clear, low near 36. High of 56 on Monday, mainly sunny. Monday night, mainly cloudy, low near 32. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Laura Lockwood.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer specializing in pivot maintenance and repair. But did you know they are also licensed electricians that can do all electrical work that is agricultural, commercial, and even residential? Yes, that means new houses and remodels too. Get a free quote within 24 hours and Custer Electric will have you on your way to your new home. You did your pivot maintenance, you made it through service season. Now it's time for grain bin season. Custer Electric and Irrigation sells Conrad American grain bins and will service any and all grain bins you may need worked on this year. New bins, rewires, fans, motors, capacitors, belts, pulleys, and everything in between. Lance and crew will do it all at a price that's fair to you. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your one-stop shop for all electrical, agricultural, and commercial needs. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or go to custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
It is 9:07, and this is the moment where I realize in my life that I've matured enough to know when I should step aside and
Why is that?
Make room for Brent's next guest and to just make room for a conversation between my co-host and the next guest.
No, you need to do the interview.
No,
I'm very nervous. I've never done this before. You've done it before. Joan has come in here, your lovely wife, and has done interviews with us about the library, in the past. How did you do that? I've never interviewed my wife about something.
Well, this will be, how do I want to put it, a stepping stone for growth in your relationship.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was deep.
I know. Whew. And I think it would just be a healthy exercise. And I think Shelley doesn't trust me because I was going to ask her about booster shots and stuff like that.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's here.
Oh, she's here.
So I'm going to take a break, and you can come over here and interview Shelley.
Oh, you're leaving?
Oh, yeah.
Are you leaving for the rest of the show or
no,
just
I'll
this
be
segment?
back. I'll be back.
Well, why are you leaving?
I just think you guys need some time together.
Okay.
I think with the sports and everything and you being gone and staying here in town, you and Shelley need to spend some quality time together on The Breakfast Show.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a break, and I'll get Shelley in here. And does she like coffee or anything? Does she want some tea?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Sarsaparilla?
I don't know.
Root beer?
I don't know.
Well, I'll ask her on the way as we pass.
Sounds good.
As our paths cross.
All right.
Right after these words.
Okay.
This flu season update is sponsored by Exergen. It's easy to put off a flu shot. The season is long, but CBS News' Dr. Tara Narula says you should get one as soon as you can.
We all think of the flu as, well, it's just the flu, but the reality is the flu can have serious consequences. It can evolve into other complications.
Fever is the #1 COVID symptom, so be safe with an accurate thermometer. Only Exergen is proven accurate in more than 100 studies. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Ad paid for by CompleteCar.com. This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to the COVID crisis, we are announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay nothing for auto repairs. Call 800-549-1985 now. Drivers who are covered by this auto protection will not have to pay for a covered repair bill again. 800-549-1985.
10 minutes after the hour, Dave has left the studio, apparently, so I guess I'm in charge. And we have in the studio with us now Shelley Apperson. Hi. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you, Brent?
Is this weird? Have we ever
is.
have we ever interviewed one another before? Not that
not
I
on
know
the
of.
air.
I did. Yeah, right. Not on the air. Boy. Well, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Shelley, of course, works at Mid Plains Community College now here at the Broken Bow campus, kind of the new administrative assistant. Is that your title?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It is.
Whew, well, I got that right. Well, let's see. I guess the first question I have is, of course, we have a ball game to do tonight. I'll be out late covering that, so I won't be home until later.
Right.
Will there be a nice hot meal ready?
Absolutely not.
Okay, thanks. Well, well, I don't really have any more questions. What would you like to talk about?
What time are you going to be home? Let's start with
Well, it depends on the game. I don't know.
All right, well.
This one might go to double overtime. I don't know.
Well, in that case, no.
Oh,
if it's
okay.
just a regular game, then yes.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good. All right, let's talk Mid Plains Community College here. What would you like to start with? What would you like to cover first?
So some of our classes that we have coming up, the non-credit community adult education classes, we have a couple of them scheduled for November 9th, the chalk and stencil painting and the barn quilts, and those are going to be rescheduled for next spring. But what we do have coming up in November here, and believe it or not, Christmas is just around the corner.
It is.
I know. And like it or not, it is. And so we have some fun things coming up at the end of November that could also double for some Christmas gifts. We have the acrylic fluid art class on Monday, November 29th. And we also have the Oak Star Christmas Barn Quilt Workshop. That's also November 29th. That one is from 5 to 8 p.m. that day. Barn quilts are popular, and they're pretty cool. I had not seen any, and then I Googled some, and they are very cool. So what they are is just a large piece of wood, and they're painted to look like a quilt block, and then they're hung on the side of a house or barn, or you could even put them inside. So, take your mother-in-law, your mom, your daughter, a good friend, your aunt, bring them, and make that their Christmas present, and make something together to have forever. So those are some ideas, and we still have room in those classes, so just give me a call and get signed up for those. In December, we're going to have scarf marbling and sneaker marbling classes.
Okay. Can I ask what marbling is?
Yeah, so they they dip the scarves and the sneakers into like not really a vat, but that's the word that's coming to me.
Sure.
And it comes out marbled, almost like a tie-dye looking deal. So it's cool. And kids are welcome to that too, because it's really a cool deal. So we have room in classes for those as well. And then we're working on some spring classes.
Okay.
And some of those coming up include we're going to have a credit repair and debt collection practices class, and that's coming up in January. We're also doing barn quilt flag and a mariner's compass barn quilt in January. And then we're going to have some country dancing coming up in February and March, I believe. We haven't nailed those dates down for sure, but Gary has told me, yes, he's going to be teaching. So
Gary Wright?
Gary Wright, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Should we take that class?
No.
I don't know. I've always wanted to country dance. This is our chance.
Yeah, I did before. I have taken country dance classes before. I think
now, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We've been married for over 22 years. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was pre-you.
Oh.
And
oh, well, okay.
They're fun.
So
fun.
You wanted to dance before we got together, and then it's like, no, I don't want to dance with Brent. Right. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'd step on your feet probably.
Oh.
So we have photo editing coming up also in February with just using a smartphone. And we're working on other classes. So again, if anybody has any ideas, or especially if they just like to teach a class, if they've got a skill they would like to share, don't have to have a master's degree or a doctorate in anything. Just have to be liking something or wanting to share it. So the qualifications are easy that way to come out. And then just a reminder that people need to get registered for classes, regular credit classes for the spring semester that's coming up.
Okay.
And so they can give us a call, and we'll set up an appointment with them to get that done.
Is the deadline coming close for that? Well, I mean, I guess you can kind of sign up right up until the day, but it's better to get advised and get that done.
Absolutely.
Earlier
classes,
the better.
Definitely. Those classes fill up quickly, and so it's best practice to get it done ASAP rather than waiting.
All right. Good. Anything else that you wanted to mention, or did we kind of run down the...
Nope, we covered it all well. Just give us a call at 872-5259, and we'll get you set up.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming in. Anything else you want to talk about, or...
Well, I really wasn't prepared to do like marriage counseling today or anything, so I guess not.
Well, all right, we'll just leave that alone then. All right. I still would like a hot meal after the game tonight, though.
Okay, well, you text me what you'd like, and I'll see if I can put it together.
All right. How much time do you need? Is it going to be a big meal or just something fast?
Well, we have a microwave.
Okay, that's what I'm... Well, I was just wondering when I should let you know when I'm going to be home.
Well, any time I might need to get some groceries, so just let me know.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, Shelley.
Yeah, thanks, Brent.
Good to see you, by the way.
I'm glad you got to see me.
Okay. We'll be back with more of The Breakfast Show after these words.
Custer Public Power District would like to thank their friends, families, and neighbors who have served our country bravely fighting for our freedoms. The annual Veterans Soup Supper will be held November 11th from 4 to 7 at the Broken Bow Municipal Building. Go and enjoy a great meal and enter the grocery cart gift card raffle while you're there. Purchase that day or ahead of time at Culligan or from any VFW or Legion member. Thank you, veterans, from Custer Public Power.
New arrivals are the name of the game at Square One inside Chapin's Furniture in Broken Bow. Shop now for the best selection. Lola has sweater jackets and her plaid shirts 25% off. While you're checking out what Square One has to offer, remember to view the spruce-up items in the rest of the store, including flooring, Annie Sloan chalk paint, or the fall decor. Don't forget, 25% off sweater jackets and plaid shirts going on now at Square One Boutique and Chapin's Furniture on the Square in Broken Bow.
Grazers in Arnold has the opportunity to host Nashville recording artist Jake Gill in an acoustic live show Friday night. That's this Friday, November 5th. Jake's been voted the hottest act by AAEG. Jake Gill's a red dirt rock-infused artist. It's open for Jason Aldean, Jake Owen, and Easton Corbin, just to name a few. Jake's a mainstay on the Texas Red Dirt music charts, and he'll be at Grazers in Arnold Friday night, 9 o'clock Central. So come early, enjoy a 16-ounce Grazer T-Bone special, and wash it down with a nice cold beer. Then stay for the acoustic performance by Jake Gill. No cover this Friday night. Just watch Grazer's Facebook page because they got some great upcoming events. It's Prime Rib every Saturday night during the winter, and Jake Gill this Friday night at Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold, where good friends meet.
Field agronomist, we know you're busy, and what you can't see in your fields could be costing your farmer customers yield and profitability. Mike DePaula, Chief Commercial Officer with Taranis Ag, says by partnering with Taranis, retail agronomists can help farmers get more out of every acre.
Because you use a trusted advisor so you can make the most of your inputs, so you can get the most of your crop, so you can provide the best and most sustainable stewardship. We create technologies that help agronomy advisors spend that quality time with the grower and make better decisions both in season and after the season, so we learn from these things and we do better each and every year.
DePaula says it was time for the technology to catch up.
How did my crop come up? What's my stand count? What are the threats affecting the crop? This doesn't come from machines. This comes from tried and true scouting, and we've digitized that entire process.
Taranis Ag, getting a leaf level lay of your land. To learn more, visit scoutmoreknomore.com.
9:19. Brent, you did a great job. Shelley's voice is just so much fun to listen to. She's such a wonderful young lady. You're a lucky guy.
Well, thanks.
I mean it.
That was weird. I'm not going to lie. That was weird, interviewing your wife.
Well, I noticed you were able to slip in the hot supper at the end.
Well,
You weren't too shook up.
No, well, thought I'd take advantage of the opportunity. We were live on the air. She had to make some kind of response.
Well, I think she's right. Microwave will warm anything up.
That's right.
Thanks to Shelley for coming in for Mid-Plains Community College, and, of course, Rick Nelson with Custer Public Power. We're going to give Ellen a call here in just a little bit at Subway, and we're going to continue to bring you some information about some things coming up and some job openings out there that are available before we close the show today. And, of course, we have 3 football games to broadcast and have for you on the air and on your TV screen or your computer screen later on. We'll talk about that again before we close. And we'll also, since we didn't get those tickets given away because Bill was kind enough to let us know he wasn't going to be able to use those tickets to the Missoula Theater's children's presentation tonight and tomorrow, we'll see if we can give those away towards the end of the show. So if you're kind of wanting to go to the show, be listening, we've got a couple tickets, and we'll do that again during the Party Line show today as well. So let me see. We talked about Sylvester's, and we talked about
Dana Cole, I think. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you have over there, Brent, that you would like to highlight at this time on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show?
Dave, thank you for asking. Here's another job opportunity for you. The Ansley and Broken Bow Housing Authorities are currently taking applications for a full-time maintenance staff position. Regular hours are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, looking for someone who's self-motivated, dependable, and has a valid driver's license. Would include a variety of work in the maintenance and repair of buildings and grounds, but also lawn care and snow removal would be a part of this position as well. Wage will be based on experience and or certifications. Comes with a great benefits package. To apply, just pick up an application and submit a resume at Broken Bow Housing Authority, located at 825 South 9th Avenue here in Broken Bow. You can also call 872-2850 if you'd like more information about this opportunity. Again, the Ansley and Broken Bow Housing Authorities currently taking applications for a full-time maintenance staff position.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you so much. We now would like to bring you a job opportunity at the Nebraska Department of Transportation. They're currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in Oconto and a highway construction technician right here in Broken Bow. For a full job description or to apply, visit statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed in this situation, so you'll want to do that. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. And this information is available on Sandhills Express job page as well if you want more details on that.
Going on now through December 24th, we encourage you to take advantage of some great specials at LB Custom Chrome and Detailing. Great ideas for Christmas. I think I've said this to you before. There's just nothing better than when you open up the door of the car that you've been in all the time for, day after day, many years, and then all of a sudden you get into it and it's like perfectly clean and smelling like a brand new car.
Makes all the difference.
And they can do that for you right there at LB Custom Chrome and Detailing. It does make a great idea for a Christmas gift. They're offering 3 options right now of gift certificates that are available to purchase. One is for the interior only. That's $145. For the exterior, $135. We would suggest the complete package because you can get both for just $200. Purchase 2 complete packages and get 1 free. So call them today at 870-0243. Just stop by and talk to Jeray, and they will get you all set up on what they can do for you at LB Custom Chrome and Detailing. Again, the number to call is 870-0243 for LB Custom Chrome and Detailing right here in Broken Bow.
Thank you, Brent. I'd like to talk for a moment about the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow.
Okay.
We were just talking earlier about how fast time is flying by and how the holidays are coming up. And they are ready for that at the Whiskey Barrel. Thanksgiving, a lot of times people get together, and maybe that's the only time the whole year that they have a little glass of wine with that turkey. And if you're one of those who don't know a lot about bubbly, and you can get it, by the way, in non-alcoholic bubbly as well to go along with that meal for that toast when you get the whole family together. Stan can help you with that. They have products that will fit your your desires for what you're going to be doing with that turkey and that cranberry sauce and gravy and potatoes and butter.
Dave,
I'm sorry.
Dave, this is about the whiskey barrel, not about what you're having for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You just it's easy to get off track when you start talking about Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, if you know, and I don't, but if you know the right wine to go with a particular food, it enhances the taste of the meal itself. And that means you just maybe will have a half a glass with your meal if you like. And so, if you need a little help with that, they'll help you at the Whiskey Barrel. But if you know what you're looking for, they probably have it. Christmas will be coming up very soon, and they do have some items on the shelves that you can buy that are kind of gift-oriented as well, believe it or not. So stop into the Whiskey Barrel. And, of course, with Stan, you get free ice with purchase and advice if you like it. And they're open 7 days a week right across the street from where the Gateway Motors is, right between Subway and Vet Care, located just near the stoplight at First Avenue. Not far from where one of the very first small little convenience stores was located, on the corner with a hotel behind it. That's another whole story. I got off on a little memory lane there. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's easy to do.
I think it was the potatoes and the butter that did that. Anyway, stop by and see Stan at the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow. He's ready for you. He's got a great staff as well.
Good.
Well, we just mentioned Subway right next door.
Yeah.
Maybe we should see if we can get a hold of Ellen and see what's going on at the Subway.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll do that right after these messages.
A1 Auto in Arnold now offers alignments. Is your vehicle pulling to the left or right? Are you noticing uneven or rapid wear on your tires? Maybe your steering wheel is crooked when you're driving straight down the road. These are all signs that your alignment isn't correct on your vehicle. Let A1 Auto in Arnold help you save lots of money on changing tires too often by getting your alignment dialed in. Go see them soon in Arnold or give them a ring to make an appointment. 308-848-2542. A1 Auto in Arnold, now offering alignments.
The leaves are changing and falling to the ground. We're in the middle of fall. Celebrate the season with great items you can buy at Barney Health Mart, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. They have marked 20% off all fall decor, including garden flags, mailbox covers, and accent magnets. Save on fall items and use them right away. Shop at Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
GK Wine and Spirits, open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday
we
noon
have a job
to 10.
that doesn't offer insurance.
Bud Light,
Check out
Coors Light, and Miller Light 24-can packs are $19.48. Busch or Busch Light 30 packs are $20 even. Pendleton Whiskey 750 are $22.98, and get Tito's handmade vodka for $17.98. Black Box Wines 3 liters $19.98, and Seagram's Escapes variety packs are $13.98. GK Wine and Spirits, inside the grocery cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Dun, 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 dun. It's 9:29, and we have Ellen on the line. I'm a poet, and I don't know it.
What?
You didn't get that, did you?
No.
Ellen, how you doing?
Oh.
I'm doing good.
Good. Brad's still over there. He doesn't get my rhyme, Ellen.
What
Didn't
rhyme?
get it.
No.
Sorry.
It's 9:29. We have Ellen on the line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 9:20. I didn't hear the 29 and then the line. I'm sorry.
That was art. You missed the
It was art. I'm sorry, Dave.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You need a new co-host. I
Oh.
really dropped the ball on that.
Well, Ellen, I think
That just proved that I wasn't listening.
I know he wasn't listening because he was thinking about Shelley. Because she was just here, his wife was just here.
Actually, to be honest with you, I've been thinking about the new Baja Steak and Jack at Subway.
OMG.
Yes, honestly, I've got the promotional announcement right in front of me. You kind of have a new seasoning or something for your steak sandwich,
well,
right?
It's the new sauce.
Oh,
We
the
have
new
a whole
sauce.
sauce. The
Okay.
Chipotle Southwest sauce is now a Baja. It's a little bit spicier, a little bit more flavorful.
And I assume that I know you always give us a choice of cheese, but I'm guessing the pepper jack would be best on that.
Yes, it really is. It's delicious.
All right. Let's see. Have you guys completely switched over now to kind of the new slice of meats, the deli-style slice of meats? I know you were going to make that change. Is that kind of all changed now?
Yep, we do.
Okay. All right. Is that mostly for like the turkey and the ham, or does that even go for things like pepperoni and salami for the BMT and the Italian?
The pepperoni and salami were already the thin slice.
Oh, okay.
So the ham and the turkey are the two that went more different.
Okay. I see. I have a sheet here that is talking about the new turkey CaliFresh sandwich. What makes that different from a regular turkey sandwich?
So it's about like the turkey bacon ranch was,
Oh, okay.
but we put the fresh mozzarella cheese on that.
Ooh.
Which is really good.
Did I know you had mozzarella?
What's that?
Did I know that you had mozzarella cheese? Is that
we
new?
have the shredded.
Shredded?
And we still have the shredded, but this is the fresh, is the little circles.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just learning something new.
Good on the meatball, too.
Oh, on the meatball.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you guys doing a lot of catering, Ellen, with a lot of things going on? Are you busy doing that?
We're slowing down on the catering finally, but
Okay.
We are still doing quite a bit on the weekends, it seems like. So we can do them anytime.
All right. So if someone wants a party platter or even a cookie platter, something like that, they just give you a call ahead of time, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. And the box lunches, you still doing those?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Remind everybody what comes in a box lunch.
So the box lunch has a 6-inch cold sandwich with a cookie and chips. I think it's $7.49.
Okay. And I'm sure they can get a drink to go with that if they want.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see, what else you want to talk about? Of course, you have the app that I know has been a big hit. If people don't have it yet, load it up on your phone or whatever, and people can gain points and kind of get some good stuff by using the app, right?
Yes, absolutely. A lot of, I think you get like a $2 coupon. I know a lot of people have $2 off at least twice a month.
Okay. Wow. Can I ask a curious question regarding the app?
Yes.
Okay, when we use the app to order, how does that, is there like a siren or something that goes off in the store that alerts you that someone ordered on the app? Or how do you know it even comes in?
Right now, it's a doorbell.
Oh, okay.
Or no, it's a car horn. We change it up because we get really tired of hearing it.
I bet you do.
It sounded like all of our alarm clock, and so that was not helpful. And so we switch it up a lot. So sometimes it's a car horn, sometimes it's a clown horn.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Now, my girls use the app for us all the time, and it's really come in handy. I'll be honest, I've never used it because they're just a lot better with apps and things than I am. Is there when a person orders on the app, does it give you a time when to pick up the sandwich, or does it just kind of depend? Is that a fair question?
Change the time if you want to order. If you're thinking about it in the morning and you don't need it till evening, there's a way to change the time on there.
Oh,
Otherwise, the default is a 20-minute window.
Okay.
That gives us enough time. If it's in the middle of lunch, we got to try and work it in with all the people, and so it gives us a 20-minute window that I think it won't let you change it any sooner.
Okay, all right. That sounds good. Let's see. Was it at one time you guys like built? You have like a rack or whatever. If people order off the app, then they can just come in and grab the sandwich without bothering you guys if you're busy. Is that right?
Right. Yeah, we have right over by our chips. We have a stand that has them all on there, and then you just grab your chips and get your drinks. We put the cups out there. We don't usually do the chips. Some of them aren't on the app for some reason, and so we usually just let people pick their own so they don't have to worry about switching or anything on the chip part of it.
Good enough. Anything else you wanted to mention?
I don't think so.
Remind everybody of the hours you're working with right now.
All right. So Sundays we are open 11 to 7. Monday through Thursday is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday is 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
All right. Sounds good. Still looking for help if someone's interested?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure am.
All right. We'll encourage them to check it out if they want to be a part of the team.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Ellen.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a great day.
Take care. Busy lady.
Mm-hmm. You could tell it actually sounded like she was like baking bread as she was
doing
talking
something,
to us.
Yeah. Multitasking.
Yes, sir.
We heard it, and that's a good thing. But when you can't hear things, it's not a good thing. And when you can't hear things, your quality of life is not what it could be. Now, there's a solution to that, or at least a shot at having that taken care of, and that's at Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Roxanne won't kid around. If you have the ability to come in, get checked, she has the ability to make you hear as very best you can. So, Roxanne is a board-certified specialist with over 30 years of experience, and she's located right here in the center of Custer County in Broken Bow. And she is dependable. She's ready to go to work for you. She provides a free hearing evaluation, free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts on buying local as well. And that's a pretty big deal. She's ready to give a pretty good discount for just staying here in Custer County. No need to travel to the big city. She's right here. Many years of experience that she had in Grand Island, Nebraska. She came home and decided she was going to open up shop. We're glad she has done that. And Roxanne will meet any price quoting from other offices in the state of Nebraska. Keep that in mind. Call her to make an appointment at 308-384-3852. She's located in the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce building, 4 doors from the Bow Bootery. The business name is on the glass in the front window. Stop in and see her. Give her a call at 384-3852.
Some more job opportunities to remind you of. These are through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. They're looking for an individual to work as a grant writer. This would be in Loop City. It's also a full-time position, 40 hours per week. And then they are looking for an individual to work as an early childhood center assistant in Broken Bow. That, too, is a full-time position, but this is an hourly wage starting at $11.36 per hour. Great benefits for both job opportunities. For the grant writer position, you must have a high school diploma or equivalent. They would prefer someone with an associate's or bachelor's degree in journalism, creative writing, or marketing, and previous office experience and proven creative writing ability. For the Childhood Programs Center assistant position, looking for someone with a high school diploma or equivalent and previous experience working with infants and toddlers. For that position, you would be cooking and cleaning for children ages up to 3, assist the teacher with daily activities, and plan activities as well. For more information on these two positions, you can contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780, extension 0. Or for both, you can apply online at their website, which is simply centralnebraskacap.com.
Thank you, Brent. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. Well, talk about ready for the fall season. They've been in the fall mode for a while now and have had their beautiful store open for fall merchandise. And right now they have 20% off some merchandise. Some exclusions apply, but you might want to stop in if you haven't been there for a while. They're also underway with an open house today and tomorrow. They actually started yesterday, and they'll have that open house for the holidays today and tomorrow. And they have appetizers available. They'll have the open house 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. today, Saturday 9 a.m. until 3 p.m., and looks like they had the appetizers last night from 5 until 7. So, but while you're there, you can pick up some pastries and a cup of coffee and enjoy their company and look around the store for the fall and Christmas season. Open house today and tomorrow at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. You can also register for a drawing and that they're going to be having, and they have the same issues with shipping that other retailers are having this year, but they're pleased to report they have the bulk of their merchandise delivered and ready for the holiday shopping season. And they have new holiday gifts and more for all ages located in their historic building, downtown Arnold in Nebraska. Here's Brent.
Ferreter Auto Parts in Broken Bow is looking for a self-motivated person with automotive parts knowledge. This position is full-time, but would consider someone doing it part-time if that would work better. To apply, just call 872-6411 or stop into Ferreter Auto Parts on West Highway 2 here in Broken Bow. Again, Ferreter Auto Parts in Broken Bow, looking for a self-motivated person with automotive parts knowledge for a position that could be full-time or part-time. For more information, call 872-6411.
This just in.
Oh, breaking news.
You've been thinking about maybe getting, I don't know, out of what you're in and slowing down a little bit. That's okay if you want to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're the type of person who just don't know for sure if you ever want to slow down, here's a guy that would you could relate to.
Oh.
New Jersey, in a town in New Jersey.
All right.
Reelected as mayor, and he's 97 years old.
Wow.
Yes. You're never too old to run the town. In Tenton Falls, New Jersey, they reelected their 97-year-old mayor. The World War II vet is a great-grandfather. He oversees an $8 million road project this past term and $4 million in park funds. Then the mayor says this is his last term. He's not going to run again after being elected this time at 97. He said he wants some time to himself.
Oh, wow. All right. That's pretty neat. 97.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Hey, Dave, we want to let you know that the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow is going to be closed on Monday, November 8th. All right? Okay. So take note of that, folks. Pizza Hut closed on Monday, November 8th. But they are going to open up their dining room again coming up on November 10th. So mark that down, too. Please be patient as they are excited to have new servers, and they will still be learning for a while. So when you come into the dining room when it opens on November 10th, just kind of be patient and take note that they'll be working in some new folks joining the Pizza Hut team. Pizza Hut opens 7 days a week, 11 until 10. You can call 872-6472 to set up your order. We do remind you that they deliver every day from 5 p.m. until close, and they also deliver during the noon hours as well. Delivery 11 until 1 on Monday through Friday, and weekends delivery available during the day from 11 until 2, and then as we mentioned, delivery every day 5 to close. On November 12th, Pizza Hut will start their Family Fun Friday game night back up. Come in and enjoy board games with your family and friends and enjoy a $10 one-topping pizza special. Also, when you're in the Pizza Hut, don't forget they're going to be a part of the clothing, toy, and canned food drive. Going through the end of November, Pizza Hut wants to help those in our community who may not have as much as others. Each time you bring in a donation, you'll receive an ornament and a coupon for a personal pan pizza. So enjoy all of the great things happening at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow.
Well, we've talked about it quite a bit. It is getting closer. The Rotary is providing education on human trafficking. They're bringing in a human trafficking education trailer, and it all starts up on Sunday, November 7th. The trailer will be parked at the Broken Bow Schools by the bus barn and will stay open after the assembly for as long as parents want to visit. And Monday through Tuesday, they'll be at the Broken Bow Public Schools, Callaway Public Schools, and the trailer will be open to the public after hours. Wednesday and Friday, the trailer will be in the park, or I should say will park north of the municipal building in Broken Bow. Wednesday, they'll also be at the Anselmo Myrna Public Schools, and there's an assembly in the Fox Theater, and you can have trailer visits as well. Wednesday afternoons open to the public, and they'll start around noon. There'll be a lunch and learn at the municipal building. Sheriff Osmond will be there, and the visiting team will present, the information. At 3 p.m., they'll have a city assembly at the Fox Theater. The trailer will be open, and 5:30 they'll have a business after hours on Wednesday of next week. Thursday is Veterans Day, but they'll be out and about at some more public schools, and on Friday they'll be out at some more schools as well. So this is an opportunity to learn more about something that we have in this area, and that's human trafficking. And this is a very busy schedule starting this weekend going into next week. And that is posted on Sandals Express if you didn't catch all of that.
All right, good.
2, 3, 4, 5. I think we've got it.
I think we got it.
Want to talk one more little round of football here? Football guy, sports guy.
Sure, yeah.
Even though you didn't catch my rhyme, I'm not mad at you. Don't
I'm
worry.
sorry, Dave. I felt bad about that. I just caught the Ellen is on the line part. I didn't catch 9:29. Ellen is on the line. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, I apologize for my poem after Don Shada and R.P. Smith left the other day because I realized it didn't make any sense.
It was weak.
It was
Sorry.
weak. I wanted it to rhyme. I wanted it to say
Yeah.
roses are red, violets are blue. I drive you crazy and you drive me crazy too.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I got it turned around and it didn't come out very well.
Yeah. That's all right. But you were trying to do that on the spot.
Well,
okay?
I was
And
inspired
that's-
by those guys. And by the way,
Yeah.
don't forget they're having the cowboy poetry activities Saturday at Comstock at the church, just off Main Street there. And this will be what they'd say, the 18th one or 16th?
I
think
thought 16th is
16th
what they
one,
said.
yeah. And then they have Cowboy Church on Sunday as well.
Yeah.
I feel
You're
fine.
thinking,
I feel fine. So sublime. I'm glad you're not mine. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's talk football. We will remind you about what we're going to cover for you today on Central Nebraska Sports Source. We're going to be in 3 places for you today. We'll be in Thetford this afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, however you want to look at it. Kickoff is set for 5:30 for Sandhills Thetford against Osceola. Again, this is the quarterfinal round now of the state football playoffs. Sandhills Thetford in Class D2. Kickoff for the game 5:30, and you can watch it by a special video stream that we'll present to you with play-by-play along with the video stream itself. And you can access that by going to sandhillsexpress.com/live. And then on KCNI, 1280 AM, 96.3 FM, also on our web platforms, kcni1280.com, and on the free KCNI Pure Country app, you'll be able to listen to Ansley Litchfield against Bruning Davenport Shickley in the Class D2 quarterfinals. Kickoff for the game in Ansley is scheduled for 5:30 today. And then on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com, we'll be in Burwell, where the Burwell Longhorns will take on Anselmo Myrna. Kickoff for the game is 6. And again, you can hear it live on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com and the free KBBN Thunderbird app.
Thank you.
You bet.
Let me try this one on you.
Okay. Oh, another poem. Or a rhyme. Or,
I like Maria, even though she's not from Korea.
Man, I do hope you're not planning on attending the cowboy poetry session at Comstock on Saturday and taking the stage. You should go, though. Maybe you could get some better inspiration.
Well, let me try this one.
Oh, okay.
I don't like skunks because they remind me of punks. And I don't like skunks because they remind me of punks.
I mean, I don't know if that's a poem. Is just 2 lines a poem?
Well, let me stretch it out then.
Okay.
I don't like skunks because they remind me of punks. I think I'll go take a dunk.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Oh, boy. That'd be one word for it.
Woo! That is good. All right.
Okay. Yes.
Let me just plead.
Yes.
I like Johnny Appleseed.
Hey, yeah.
And maybe some tickets you might need.
Oh, wow. Now you're on a roll.
Let me plant the seed.
Yes.
I'm
trying to help you out, but nothing's coming to me.
It's not about greed.
Oh, yeah.
These
are free.
They're free. It's about love.
Yeah.
I have 2 Johnny Appleseed tickets I'd like to give away at this time at 872-2801. And it looks like maybe the phone is ringing up. They've been waiting. Let me just pick it up. We're going to put them on the air.
Okay, all right. Make sure they know that.
Before we go on the air, we'll let them know we're putting them on the air.
Yeah, you're going to be live.
Make it legal. I hope it's a
Brent
call.
And Dave.
I don't know. It could be a call, for maybe some more poems.
I doubt it's a request for that, but you never know.
Poems on the phone.
Yeah.
Let's go get an ice cream cone. Good morning.
Are you giving an ice cream cone with the tickets?
Yeah, we can.
We can.
I think we have a. Hang on, let me find it. I think I've got a certificate somewhere. I do have one for an ice cream cone at Runza.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, who are we talking to?
This is Faye.
Faye, it's been a while. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Well, we have 2 tickets.
Got over COVID. And
Oh, you got over it. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So you're good to go, so you can go to Johnny Appleseed?
Yes.
Good. And afterwards, you can go get an ice cream cone.
Right.
All right. Well, come see us.
Okay.
Thanks,
you.
Faye.
Thanks, Faye.
That's Friday night and Saturday?
Tonight, let me get that. I think you have the envelope there.
Oh, I do.
With the dates.
Let's see. It says performance Friday, 6:30 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. And I think these tickets are good for either.
Yeah,
I think.
either one. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I was just really going to lay out a beautiful poem.
Oh, yeah?
Just to kind of... Faye?
Yes?
Have a nice day.
Uh-huh.
I hope you get to play another day.
Wow.
Maybe you can go
Oh, more.
cut some hay
Oh, yeah.
and go out and play.
Yeah.
And I hope that when you play, you get to stay. That's about it right now.
Okay.
I hope RP's listening. I know he'd be impressed.
Hope your day's not gray.
Faye?
Yeah. Wow. You got to remember, this is just off the top of our head, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Think what it'd be like if we really thought about it.
Be even worse.
Jeremy Shipe, it's no hype.
Yeah.
With him, there's no gripe.
No.
Let's go smoke a pipe.
Oh, my.
Well,
I'll tell you what. This does, to me, prove one thing, though. You know, when we talk to Don and we talk to RP, and when I listen to other poets or cowboy poets, it's amazing what they do.
Oh, man.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
You know, and they shared some of their stuff when we talked to them on the breakfast show. It's a talent, and you'll get to experience that on Saturday.
Well, there's a cadence they
oh, yeah.
You know, and a story they tell with it.
Yeah.
Let me try just one more.
Okay, Dave. Yes, go ahead.
There was a time that I spent time with Christy. Oh, no, let me back that up. There was a day I spent time with Christy. But I found that making her mad was mighty risky.
That was okay. Yeah,
Am I getting closer?
Yeah, I think so. That was more of a that seemed more of a poem maybe than just a rhyme.
Yeah, that had a little bit more to it. Well, we'll keep working on it, folks.
Okay.
And when we see the audience rating books go way down, we'll quit. Ratings are pretty good right now.
Really? Are they?
That's
Well,
that's what the other radio stations tell me because we don't pay for the book.
Yeah. There's a part of us that just doesn't want to know.
Well, no, yeah, maybe that's part of it. But there's a good friend who works for a larger market, and he can actually look at our ratings because the larger
For this area.
Yeah, because the larger station can afford to pay these pretty hefty
Elaborate.
fees. And he always says, boy, you guys are doing really good on the ratings. I was, well, thanks a lot. Appreciate that. So if he tells me that they've really dumped out, give us a shout, because no doubt, oh gosh, I just can't go any further.
They may kick us out.
There you go. That's it. That's it right there. And some of you out there are saying, something has to change. That's the name of this one from Rodney Crowell.